Welcome to Science of Golf Performance at Par for Success. My name is Alex and I'm the Junior Performance Coach here at Par for Success. Today we're going over 3 reasons mobility is important in a junior golfer. So what is mobility? Mobility is being able to move freely through a range of motion. So it's similar to flexibility, but mobility is being able to move strongly through. So flexible is like being able to touch your toes. Mobility is being able to go through a full depth squat. That's a kind of example of mobility, going through the full range of motion. So why is it important? 1, it leads to less likely to get injured. So that's the first reason. So if you're tight or your body's immobile and can't get into correct positions through a swing, you're more likely to get injured if muscles are tight, because you're not able to go through and you get stuck, or you're forcing it. So they say you're forcing your hips to turn, ends up injuring your hip because you're trying to force it into position it cannot get into because it's not mobile. So 1, less likely to get injured. Likely to get injured. 2, the second reason mobility is important is it allows for a better or smoother swing. If an area of your body is tight, it could affect other parts of the body. So let's say your trunk's tight and you can't turn all the way, so you're going to come up instead of getting that full turn because you're trying to compensate for the lack of trunk mobility. Kind of a good example of why mobility is important. So 2, allows for a better or smoother swing. Better swing. And the third reason mobility leads to a more effective swing. So like I said, with a turn, if you're not able to turn fully, you're not able to get your full power that you could if you'd be able to turn fully. So it leads to, if you're able to get all the way back, swing all the way through, a lot more powerful than getting back halfway and only swinging half speed. So again, leads to more distance. So a third reason mobility is important is leads to a more effective swing. Swing. So what areas of mobility do you need as a junior? The top 3 are shoulders, hips, and trunk. If you think you need help with any of these, go check out our home assessment or give us a call here. Especially if you're local, you can come check us out, but we also have virtual mobility programs for juniors all across the world. Now I'm going to show you some examples of drills you can do to fix your mobility. So now we're on the floor, we can go through some mobility drills for your shoulders, hips, and trunk. The first one we'll go over is some shoulder soft tissue work and a shoulder mobility drill you can do. So the muscle we're going to be looking for is called the infraspinatus muscle right back here. This helps with shoulder external rotation, which is very important for a golf swing. So what you're going to do is get a lacrosse ball or any small hard ball you can find, put it right where your armpit leads right into the back right there. See that spot? What you're going to do, lay down and kind of roll on it, point it out, and just go up and down like this. You just feel the muscle kind of popping up and down. Be slightly painful, means you got the right spot. So this is called an infraspinatus release. It helps releasing that muscle, allowed it to get a greater range of motion. Next drill we could do is a shoulder external rotation, contract, relax. So you grab any sort of pipe, or you can use a golf club as well. Put it outside like this so it's nice and even. You can get your other hand, go underneath. All you're doing is pulling it back as far as it goes. Once it's in this position, you're trying to pull this arm forward like that while holding on to the pole. So you're pulling it forward, but your other hand's holding it back. And then hold it for 5 seconds, then relax and try to pull it back a little farther with your left hand, and then try to pull forward again with your right. So you're pulling forward, but not letting it go with your left hand, and then pull it back some more. Then you're gonna relax. Do that 3 to 4 times each side. For hips, we're gonna be on a muscle called, it's a short name for it, TFL. So if you feel where your pocket is right here, kind of twist your knee in and out. It's your TFL right there. We're gonna put lacrosse ball right at the top of the pocket there. Gonna roll on top of it sideways, and you're just gonna sit there, let it sink deep into you. Might be kind of painful, but if you're painful means you're kind of tight. We can also do, bring your leg in and out, rotate it up and down, move that muscle around. The TFL release for the hips. And then a drill you can do for mobility. Once your knee is at a 90-degree angle, for easier, put your hands behind you. For harder, put it in front of you. All you're doing is dropping down side to side, keeping the knee at a 90-degree angle. Going each side, trying to keep your shoulders facing forward. Again, easy behind you, harder in front. Try to keep your shoulders facing forward. It allows your hips to move in a full range of motion. The next one is for your trunk rotation. What you're gonna do, put your feet together, knees together. This is called a twist and tilt. You're gonna keep these still the whole time. You're gonna cross your hands over your shoulders. Rotate as far as you can to the right or left. Try to dip down so your shoulder gets to your knee, and then dip back so your shoulder gets to the edge of the chair. Come back to starting and then rotate it even farther and repeat that sequence for 2 to 3 times. So again, you're not going back all the way to neutral. You're twisting, going down, back, and then twisting some more. It's called a twist and tilt. Do that 2 to 3 times each way. The last drill is called a book opener. So what you're gonna do, bottom leg is gonna be flat, top leg's gonna be bent at a 90-degree, arms out, keeping the shoulder nice and flat, even with your other shoulder. All you're doing is trying to open up and try to reach the shoulder all the way to the ground as far as you can go. And then come back to neutral. Then try to go again. It's called a no hands book opener. Try and get that shoulder down. This helps with trunk rotation. Very important in the golf swing. And those are 3 mobility drills you can do to work at home. If you need more help with this, come check us out in Raleigh. If you're local, we also have virtual mobility programs like I said earlier. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and comment at the bottom, and check out our home assessment in the link below.